porcupine? Jesus. Scared the rat's piss out of me. Came next to the shelter and was rubbing porcupine things. Get out of here. Move it. I see you. I see you. Get. Get the hell out of here. Move it. Porcupine somewhere else. I'll let the door hit you on the way out. Well, came all the way down here to the third source because the first and the second are dry, just like Guthook said. It's a long trek down, I'm not gonna lie, but I needed water. Water's gonna be tough today, maybe even for the next few days, so gotta make the trek. I did take everything out of my backpack except for the water bottles, so at least make it a little bit easier. Anyways, I got to get this water and get back up the hill. It's a long ways back up, and I left my food up there too, so I got to make sure I go up there and protect it. Good morning, everybody. Day 92. 7:40 start time today. I don't know what happened. I actually got up somewhat early too. Just kind of diddly-daddling around and had to go down and get that water. And the water just threw me off. What I should have did is got it last night because I had plenty of time. I got to camp at like 3. Now, granted, I wouldn't have had as much as I have right now because I would have drank some last night, but anyways, neither here nor there. I'm showing 16.9 to the shelter that I'm looking at going to. Water is tough between here and there, so 17 miles, that looks really tough. Water's available, let me just say that. Water's available, it's just every one of them is a blue blaze and they're downhill. Like majorly downhill. Because you gotta understand, we're kind of like on the top of a ridge and we just ridge walk and until we go down to a road. Normally across the road, which is low, and then you go back up the other side. So to get to the water is lower always, normally, especially this late in the year. Well, looks like the rocks ain't done yet. After today, most of the rocks should be done. But I'm thinking the heavy lifting of the rocks is already done, but I guess we'll find out. So, you saw the porcupine. I think came into camp again like at 12 a.m. or something like that. And I heard something, it made the same noise. It was rubbing its... What is that? It was rubbing its porcupines, or whatever the heck they're called, spikes, against the side of the building, making a ruckus. So I got up real quick and turned the lights, my headlamp on, pointed it down there, and it moseyed off. But when I did that, something to the right of the shelter hightailed it in the bushes and started breaking branches down. Like, geez, so it might have been a bear. My guess is it was a bear. There's nothing really. I haven't seen a deer out here yet, at least in Pennsylvania. It was probably a bear, but I could be wrong. Whatever the case is, it kind of made me a little skittish to sleep for several hours after that. But I was able to get a little bit of sleep after about 3 a.m. So, alright, well, I'm going to hang it up here. I got a late start, so I'm already a mile behind. And we got 17 miles to do. So, plus a bunch of probably blue blazes to get water. Alright, see you soon. I'm going for about 8 miles or so. And it's been easy in some spots, and then it's been rocky in others. I do expect the rocks to stop in roughly the next 6 miles or so, at least die way down. But there's spots that are just difficult, slow, and then there's spots that are, that's not a big deal. And then earlier today, there was a good couple of miles where there was like almost no rocks, so I was able to make some time up there. So, anyways, gonna keep moving on here. So I'll hang it up and we'll check in later. Well, severely underestimated this downhill today. Didn't think it was going to be this, so not a big deal. It just takes a long time and it's super slow. So I see a blaze way, I don't know, way up there somewhere, like right here. Steep, and it's slow. Alright, check you later. I don't know where to go. Oh, I do see a blaze right there. Okay. Well, about what, 10 flux capacitors right there? Lots of Karens over there. Okay, maybe not. I do have a bone to pick. I'm gonna wait till I get to the other side before I pick it. Alright, folks. I'm a little upset, to be honest with you. You don't really hear me bitch and complain like on the reel. But I'm mad. So I just hiked, take that back. I can smell it over here too. I just hiked through a section of trail where they're actively spraying poison, I presume, on a bunch of the vegetation, the rocks, on the trail. On the trail. The guy, I literally passed by the guy, like some kid, with a spray gun strapped to his back, blue, green substance, and he just got done spraying like all up the trail where I was just hiking, going up. And he was going on some side thing, so I didn't get to see him. I didn't get to talk to him. But it was a couple of miles of trail that they had treated, or whatever. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's toxic to humans. It's all over my shoes. It's on my pants. It's on the end of my trekking poles. And worse case, it's in my lungs because I was going uphill, and I have to breathe. And I've talked about this in some other videos on this channel about stupid things I did when I was a kid. And now that I'm older, I can control that. If I would have known that they were spraying up there, doing what they were doing, before it was too late, I wouldn't have done that section of the trail. Simple as that. I would have come back and done it some other time, or never done it. I have that taste, I have the smell in my mouth. It's either that or I'm smelling it on the ground over here. I'm not overreacting, but you never know what this type of stuff does to you 10, 20, 30 years down the road. And to me, that section of trail or wherever they spray that junk is not worth risking everything I've worked hard for my entire life. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Sorry for the rant. Just to clarify, I do believe it's for the spotted lanternfly or whatever to try to eradicate it. They're not trying to regrow or anything like that. It's to try to eradicate some stupid insect, and they're going to risk people's lives for it. So far I haven't seen anything sprayed over here on this other side after crossing where the power lines were. I don't smell anything over here. I don't see anything over here. But my chest is having a hard time breathing for some reason. I don't know if it's just, I don't know what it is. I got like tightness and it's almost like a little bit of a pain in right here in my chest. I don't know if that's just me working hard going up the hill, a couple miles back, or that's just the effects of smelling that junk for a mile or two or whatever it was. Seems awfully coincidental. A bit of a clearing here due to, I don't know, fire or microburst or something, I don't know. Nice day out. Alright, I'm gonna hang it up. On the other side, a little bit of a view down there to the valley here. Rocks are gonna be literally all the way down to the last second, I guess, of the 30 miles that I was told where the rocks would probably be. Almost to Palmerton, which is where I believe the rocks kind of stop. This goes down to that road crossing at some point, but it looks like it's a little ways off still. And then I expect the rocks to subside. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I've seen a lot of those too. Whatever. It's like something got encapsulated in a web. Couple of girl section hikers I passed about 30 minutes ago. I just warned them and said, hey, after the power lines there's somebody actively spraying poison on the trail. You know, make a decision what you want to do. So at least they have the option. And I guess I could have just turned around, but hindsight, you never know. I didn't know that this guy was actually hiking the trail, spraying this stuff, you know. I mean, he wasn't hiking the trail, but he literally was on the whole trail. So I thought he was just like off on the side, because when I saw him, he was on the side. Like he wasn't even on the trail when I saw him. Anyways, what's done is done at this point. What I would like to do is just kind of find out what this stuff is and look at the ramifications on my own, but it might be hard to figure that out. Alright, I'm gonna hang it up here and do some distance. Making my way down here. Not sure what river that is. Coming down the side. Alright. Alright, well, I thought it would be easier, but it's not. It's basically been like this for quite a while. And every time I think it's done, I go around a corner and there's a whole nother rocky section like this. And you can't see it because there's trees in the way. I normally do this with 2 trekking poles, so I'm going a little bit slower. Just so you can kind of see what I'm talking or dealing with. ways right there, but I'm not going up that. And probably going to have to put the phone down. Got some really sketchy stuff up there, and I just can't film this. It's the road we're going down to, still a ways down. Basically, I had to go over the top of this. It's kind of sketchy, but I'm over the top, and now it's just a matter of getting down. Still a ways to go. It's pretty sketch getting down this. It's just hard because I have a pack. Without the pack, it wouldn't be as bad, but the pack makes it a little bit harder. Anyways, still ways to go, so. Alright, shelter's 0.5 away, and should be a spring right before it, so I believe it's easy to get water from as well. So heading up there now. It's like 5:30. I was debating going into Palmerton, but it was a 0.8 walk, and I just didn't do it. So I'm already here to the other side and all that, so I just have to do 0.5. It's all uphill though, 500 feet up, so I'm just gonna make my way up now and get her done, get to the shelter, and eat. All right, see you soon. Well, there's the spring right there just before the shelter. Cold water, clear.